Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. Now this one was a bit of a surprise to me. Grand Prix in Mexico. Doesn't really sound like it's going to be a good tournament, but I was surprised. Beautiful techniques, some techniques I've never seen before, and then some really high level competition as well. And this is from Pashayev. He took gold at under 66. One of the many judoka from Azerbaijan to win a medal. And we'll see two of them, two Olympic champions, later in this video feature as well. But first, this technique from Buba. And that's crazy. I've never seen this before. He spins around the arm like a soresuri komigoshi, but turns it into a kataguruma. And he didn't do it once, he did it twice. Now usually people, they go in for this entry and they look for the kochi, a kochi makikomi, but he's doing it differently, going for the kataguruma. It's really cool, and I wouldn't be surprised if more people see that and try this technique. This here, a counter to the kochi, and this is absolutely crazy, very hard to execute this sort of a technique. This next one is also a rare one, Tsubame Gaishi. Have a look at the right foot of blue. So what ends up happening here is he retracts his leg, bends it backwards to dodge the ashiwaza, the foot sweep here, and then on the return counters. Very hard to execute technique, don't see it a lot. And there was also some really nice newaza. Here's an ude garami from a strange position. Kind of surprising that he managed to get this off, but it does seem like blue was just trying to escape the position rather than looking for the asaikomi. Must have been a pretty tight ude garami. And then this one here, this juji from Takayev. Couldn't get the rollover, but manages to find another way, so it's really nice to see these transitions from one technique to the other on the ground. Now this is Palati versus Schmidt, two high-level guys at under 90s, but a little bit of controversy here. You see Palati with his left leg on the outside, and he gets the kosotogake. So we're seeing more of this now, and people have to be careful in these situations between the newaza and the tachiwaza, especially when you start looking for a sumigaishi. So interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about the new change, but the less sumigaishi and the more stand-up techniques we see, probably the better, and the more transitions that we see between the tachiwaza and the newaza, that's probably a good thing as well. Now of course Palati took gold, and it's good to see. I think in the past his techniques weren't that great, but now he's really putting together some nice techniques on the feet. So someone who's just evolving, becoming stronger and stronger as we get ever closer to the next Olympic Games. This was in the under 60 kg final. A nice counter here. Good way to deal with the ojigari. Suck them in and push them backwards. Sumi otoshi here for ippon. Moving on, we have a low soresuri komigoshi. So double sleeves, and that is why it is a soresuri komigoshi and not a seoinage, at least according to one of the Japanese commentators. Now this was really nice, good transition, and as I was saying, just a lot of things that we don't usually see. Really good tournament with some nice throws. This is a kosotogake, and using the knee, so I'm pretty sure it becomes gake when you use either the knee or you kind of hook with the back of your heel instead of reaping with the foot, or sweeping with the foot, I should say. This tomoenage, really nice from Augusto, and a lot of great ippons came at under 60. This one at under 66 though, and I was sure blue was going over here, but nope. Comes down and secures a tai otoshi from that. And this here is a counter to a counter. White looking for the sumigaishi, and ends up getting countered here. So white goes in, and then blue with the sumi otoshi right on top. This here from Young from Great Britain. Really nice sequence into the newaza. It manages to score the juji gatame here. Now Heiderov made a return. He had a few upsets, some early exits, but this was ippon in the gold medal contest, so I mean, someone of his level, he's going to make a return. It's mostly about conditioning and just getting a feel for it. It seems like he has taken a bit of a break and now making a return. And here's another ippon from him, this time on the ground. Heidorov has really good newaza. And you can tell just how quickly he was able to make this all very tight. Now, I did have a question in the dojo the other day as to when this is osaekomi and when it isn't. And my understanding is you have to have your top half kind of parallel to the mat. But if anyone does know the official position or reasoning as to when it becomes osaekomi from that position, please let me know. Uranage here. Getting too close with the Uchimata. And then moves in, trying to grip at the same time, but didn't really have anything secured. And White definitely took advantage of that. Svidrak now, and he's taking out Takayev here in the bronze medal contest with a Kochi. So I think he's definitely leveled up. Haven't seen him in a while, but he had that nice udegarami earlier on in the video. And then that ippon against really high level competition. This next one, an Ouchigari. Bit of a strange position. Kind of a cross grip over the top as well as a belt grip. So, very odd position, but made it work. And this one's similar to that pickup from the Uranage, this time Osotogari. So those techniques, Osotogari, Uchimata, Haraigoshi, even Ouchigari, you got to be careful going in. You do want to be a little bit close for the technique to work, but you have to be careful not to be picked up and countered, especially with the Uranage. This one, I can't believe it was a score. Just a lot of strength. Barely turned in there for the Seoi Nage. He was almost at a right angle there. Still managed to make it work. Somehow drove his opponent into the mat. Obitori Gaishi here as well. Always a good technique to see this one. Now this is Olympic champion at under 100s, Kotsoyev. And he has a very dominating style with that top grip. And very good at Surigoshi, Ogoshi. These big hip techniques with the big hand over the top or underneath. Interesting exchange in this one here. Ends up getting caught with the Ouchigari as he's turning around the corner. And this is at the heavier weights, but overall for the tournament I would say under 60 especially, but the lighter weight guys really just put in some amazing techniques. Although here is Gonçalves at under 100s. Nice Uchimata from him. And the next one as well, another Uchimata, this time from Reyes. So Reyes, I imagine for Canada, he's probably be going for another Olympics, which will be interesting. Definitely has the potential to take a medal. So we'll see how he does. And if you didn't know, Reyes, very similar to Deguchi Krista. Canadian, half Japanese, I think. But he did all of his judo in Japan. So a very Japanese style from him. And here's Kotsoyev again. With just that really unique technique of his. Deep grips, big hips, and a lot of drive. This next one, we have a Tayatoshi. So off the sleeve here, and then goes around the back. So almost an Ogoshi, but I think the way the leg comes across here, definitely a Tayatoshi. Now we saw earlier on Heidorov doing the Kataguruma, and he basically invented this version of it. The kind of running Kataguruma or the tackle, really using the elbows to kind of push against your opponent's knee or the side of their thigh. And this is Pirelli at under 100s doing it for Italy. And this here in Uchimata, this would have been Hansokumake a year or two ago because of the head. But now this is okay. It's okay to use your head like this and dive. They have brought it back, which is good to see. Just because I thought people who do it, they're used to doing it. I've never seen an injury from people doing it. Ono Shohei, for example, he used to do it a lot. So I think that's a good rule change. Sorosumi Kumigoshi from Pumalainen here. And I think he's in Texas right now, so hopefully he's eating really good food. This one from Silver, and I might butcher the technique name here, but I think I want to go with Ukiotoshi. Sometimes you just want to say Sumiotoshi, but I think this time Uki. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. And now, lastly guys, I'll leave you with Haruka Kaju. She's just dominating everyone on the ground right now. A real problem in this weight class. So enjoy the highlights, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Please, Concave likes it. Ooh, another one. Oh, here's attempt for Newaza. Clears that hand. Here we go. This is the first shot. She's wrapping her hand around the belt.
Now's a good time to get out.
Uh-oh. She has that overhook. She wants to scoot her hips up. Oh, boy.
You know, and the head went back immediately as she realized